And I think Rinpoche already replied this question, but I will just read. It says that there is negative action only when we have the intention. In eat meat there is no intention to kill the animal since it's already dead when we buy. So how would Rinpoche explain that?
That is the argument I have already mentioned, and that argument is not only people say these days. Some of the treatises written by the earlier scholars, they also say that no intention, whether you eat the meat or you don't eat the meat, the animal is already killed. By not eating meat which is already killed, you are not able to save that animal. And if you are eating that meat, you are not cause of the killing of the animal because you have no intention. So that is argument. Of course, you are not earning a complete karma of killing, because a complete karma of killing, there should be intention, there should be act, and then the life should be come to the end. So all these things shall have to be accumulated or come together. You may not earn an complete act of killing, but in spite of that, eating meat appears to be no respect for the life of the animal whose meat is you are eating. So therefore, there is a kind of one of the sutras, they argue, if someone says, your mother's flesh, if it offers to you, says she is already dead by natural death, and there is no harm to eat this. So how you feel? All these animals are many times being your mother, and if you eat their flesh, saying that it is not killed by me or the killing is not caused by me, so this kind of arguments are also found in the Buddha's teaching. So therefore, the argument is not very perfect one. I only can say, if you need desperately a food to sustain your body, and then you find a meat, the animal is already dead. So in that case, then there is no harm to eating meat to sustain your body. Otherwise, if you have plenty of other food and you are not starving, and in that case, why should you eat the meat?
Rinpoche's activities has any connection with the way that we treat the animals? Could Rinpoche say something about that?
I do not understand what is your...
Yeah, my question is like, if your work, Rinpoche is teaching the Dharma, and it has a connection with the way we treat not only animals but beings. How is your teaching and your work?
I am not working particularly to promote vegetarianism or to reduce the meat eaters, but whosoever is working for the vegetarianism, they comes to me and seek my assistance or my collaboration or cooperation. I do give them. Of course, my teaching always goes with Buddha's teaching, that includes the Bodhisattvacharya, and then that Bodhisattvacharya is always to refrain from all kind of violence and to do all kind of beneficial to the sentient beings. So therefore, indirectly I may say, whatever I teach, the teaching relates to love, compassion, bodhicitta, and all these are for the kindness to the entire sentient being. So by that way you may consider it related to vegetarianism as well.
And what are Rinpoche's thoughts about the dairy, egg, leather industry, that they are using the animals in different ways, putting in a horrible situation, and especially nowadays it's mostly factory. Of course, in some situations.
I consider all of them are same, that of eating meat. And dairy products, of course, today majority of vegetarian people who are not what they call not using the all animal products. Now there's a name in English, I forgot. Otherwise they are Chinese Buddhists. They do not use even milk or cheese or butter, which are animal products. So what I differentiate is that the milk and milk products, if they do properly, it does not relate to violence, because the animal's production of milk is much more than what the cattle do need. And similarly, the bees are accumulate the honey much more than their need, and then taking the honey out and give in lieu of that something back to the bees, that is considered to be non-violent by Mahatma Gandhi as well. So I cannot say blanketly that all the dairy products and egg which does not conceive as any life, so these are just like vegetable. But the way today the production of all these things are torturing to the animals, so whatever torturing is caused to animals, then using the production of that animals is not appropriate.